Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's—
Please. Wait, before attending the meeting, I hope you can—
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to any—
What do you think?
Okay.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try. The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution.
You're making Paimon nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going—
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions—
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully—
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most— Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't—
I'm very glad I've said the same thing to everyone here today, as only when you're safe can the plan be— You're welcome. Good luck.
Sounds good. I'll go make some
Okay.
I'll hate them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told—
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeat. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve— I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more—
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look—
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a few. But the advantage of not being a mercenary— Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species.
This guy.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good— Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with— I think Those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of, but the academia has always held a different view. They've always believed that, come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening—
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused— At least, that's what time— Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irmin's—
But if that's the case, what should we do?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest?
In that case, it's imperative that we to make sure we're still on track. I would like to check on the state—
Where are we going?
to an Eremite base. Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they?
I gave them some technical work.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you—
What's that look on your face? Are you—
Paimon's a little scared, but—
Anyway, we're not going to use— As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up. Traveler, I want you to record something. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes,
Paimon is—
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative.
But what was the point of doing this?
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you—
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always supported you during times after all that time. What do you think?
A
slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate.
But why would—
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very—
Things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, that's enough. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next—
Small
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal.
I thought we agreed on a plan,
The plan is too radical and carries a high—
but it's still the best plan we have.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade—
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenary, had I known all Hatham would give you those kinds of...
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not...
Seems you really do understand.
Traveler, Paimon. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Khaenri'ah guards, and...
Wait, how can we...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Khaenri'ah. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion.
That also sounds like something...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan...
Of course he does. He told me. There is no perfect plan. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success... I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always...
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. To make the whole thing more convincing, I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can...
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the...
Sino, on behalf of my people, we have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory.
Well, now that you've put it... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear, since you and I both recognize the significant...
Okay, you have a deal.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's
Of course. Mahamatra. But who exactly are you planning to arrest and how many...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el-Ahmar.
As many as Ain el-Ahmar? This should definitely be
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors...
We discussed this, remember?
The Khaenri'ah operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there...
How can you be so
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covered.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to no matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing...
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain... Actually, considering the power of the Akasha...
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll... If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information, but things like that never happened again.
That's true. But
look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it?
Because the Akasha controls the...
The Academia firmly believes that
by sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral... However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway, decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't... Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's so, in my...
Makes sense to me. I agree.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever.
Paimon's so glad that...
Next time, pay attention.
Will do.
Just remember to stay.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Lux.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out...
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. Get ready.
It's time for the opera! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here.
It's to show how important we think the operation is, since this is a big case for the Academia.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our only leads for the case. If they die...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are...
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in...
Rahman. The Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sale.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Nobody's giving me this. Brothers! For that...
There is no escape!
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Scatter! Spring forth!
Yahoo!
Stabilize!
Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Let's play!
Scatter!
It's over.
Ah! We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the...
Ah, you pitiful dendro!
I'm afraid you'll regret...
King Deshret will curse you, and you will all...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Khaenri'ah. Count them...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked...
Once we're done here, I'll return to Khaenri'ah and oversee...
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so...
It's not the time to celebrate yet. Go join up with her. She will need you to...
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share...
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe if we need help, Tighnari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, down 7...
sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All joking aside, I'm glad...
but where should we...
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Yeah, we sure don't want him chilling.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Partis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tighnari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tighnari... So, we'll find Tighnari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. You should be honored. I don't offer my...
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do...
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer.
How much more did...
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, come on, give me a smile so that I can be less... Looking good! I hope this pretty smile... There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring... Let's go.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Eremite.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important.
All right, then this place is better. We won't be Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he...
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left party...
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer for now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working.
Sino, I see. So that's why he hasn't been. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way.
Sino's name really does work wonders.
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, you don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want—
And what do you mean by take away?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of—
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient.
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general—
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her—
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently— Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many others, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so— I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with her most noble Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the academia said, you're a— And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion.
I can barely believe it myself, but if that—
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't tell you everything.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly— Recently, my master wrote several—
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find—
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville,
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you—
I can do that. But I have a feeling the academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it— If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you—
All right. We've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the—
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. On that note, aren't you also being quite distracted?
The academia, yes, but my master— I suppose he's lucky to have lasted.
I see. So you noticed something.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please, I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt. Oh, by the way, which way did the
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tighnari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor... He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by... Just to be safe, let's chase him and see...
But we have no idea where he went!
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which...
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go...
Skills seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw there. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnaya Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the... Huh?
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her.
Oh no! Are you...
Let's go!
Paradis Di is not a place you
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior...
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you...
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research. I've done my duty to inform you. don't make things...
It would seem that my words have fallen on... You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Party's DI...
With all due respect, your baseless speculations...
Well, you only have your harbinger. I may be staying at Party's DI as a... It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of...
Then it seems our conversation...
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia.
Tighnari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
I will have order. There's no use resisting. Give us Hypatia.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tighnari! Beat him up! Time for takeoff.
Shine down!
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time I didn't need to do anything.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your... I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. But this also shows that humanity's worship of God... Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who... But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can... This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Who wants to hurt my devout follower?
The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not... The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasoned.
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Paladin? Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey! What happened to you?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before. You need...
Struck by...
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. My wound aside, you look like...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to...
Just in case. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about...
I understand my condition. The wound is not...
The more you...
I know. They always think they can...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about?
The Academia's...
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's... I must be the least ambitious person who's ever...
Don't say that. I haven't even...
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent... Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen...
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider...
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the Balladeer...
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. In other words, we've successfully completed the stage...
Yay!
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you...
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Parte DI. Traveler, let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Parte.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor is left. So, we've successfully removed the doctor.
Good.
Oh, Tighnari also asked us to tell you this message.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. To avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that everything?
Huh?
Well...
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know.
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and...
I'll hate them,
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, so you should find someone more suitable to...
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Cyno doesn't seem to be much of...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilou!
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you.
Not at all. I was actually just...
Judging from the group, but you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilou. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join? You mean... You also wanted to...
Yes. Something Nilou, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're serious? I can't believe my ears. You are truly... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumer. I must, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can...
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand...
Just remember not to say...
Yep.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally...
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said. A good night's rest, but...
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we...
Okay. So I guess...
Yep.